Good evening. Well, this place is doing this once again. Apparently, the building has cockroaches. Although I never had a cockroach in my apartment. But the entire building is being sprayed from top to bottom. And as you can read, it says pet birds should be removed from the apartment for the day. Really? Can't do that. The date that they're doing this is December 4th. It's colder than a witch's eyebrow outside. And there is no way I am paying a $150 boarding fee for him. Now, I have in my possession a letter written by my doctor that says, due to the fact that I have persistent moderate asthma, they would really appreciate if they did not spray my apartment. I took that doctor's letter to the Wicked Witch in the office, showed her the letter. Mind you, it was on my phone. It was not a written letter that was printed out. And she said, well, if you don't like it, you can move out. Really? Holy sheets. Are you fucking kidding me? And I sat down and I tried to explain to her what the deal is. They're using a pump sprayer to spray out all the cupboards. The front entry closet has to be emptied. The bathroom has to be emptied. Okay? I can't get on a ladder. No, I did get on my step stool and get all the top cupboards emptied out. And it's all sitting over there. But there's no one to be considerate. And you're in full violation of the Fair Housing Act when you are given a doctor's notice. You cannot turn that down. Well, I'm going to call into Plunkett and blah, 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 because people are worried about their cats, and it doesn't say anything about cats. And you can move out for a couple of days and go stay with friends. Honestly, lady, I would never leave my apartment, period, with all your snooping around. Yeah, I see you with all the keys that you carry. And all the apartments that you go snooping in. Don't even go down that fucking road. I did put in an order from Amazon for 6 12 by 9 foot sheets of painter's plastic. I'm gonna need it anyway doing the Hoosier. And also painter's tape that will not mar the walls if it's left for more than a couple of days. Baby's gonna have to move into my bedroom along with everything from my front entry closet because there's no place in here to put it. And I'll put 2 air purifiers in there right by the door, plus sheeting it, taping the door all the way around, and putting plastic over the door and taping that into place. Hopefully that will help. Plus, between the door and the carpet, I'm going to fold up towels or something and put that in between, just to give it no way of getting underneath that door. My decision is, do I take this to Homeline Tenant Unit and attorneys with the paperwork that you're seeing right here, plus the notice from my doctor, and get an attorney and take them to court. Because if I lose, I will get kicked out. Even if I take them to court, I will get kicked out. The woman does not have to be the biggest bitch on the block and the dumbest Republican on the block. Just because you don't know the law doesn't mean you can get by with breaking it. Doesn't work that way, sorry. I just can't believe that she gets by with this shit. And she's known about this for months. Months. This started when whoever the guy is that is the assistant caretaker moved in and he had roaches. And they were coming out every 2 weeks to spray his apartment because the people next door on either side have roaches. One of them does. Or across the hall has roaches. But if I'm not seeing roaches in my apartment, you can put down the gel, G-E-L bait, and you can put down glue traps behind the refrigerator, behind the stove, and if you can get it next to the dishwasher, be my guest. And then come back in 15 days and check those traps. Because if there's no frickin' roaches, then you have no reason to cause me to have an asthma attack. No. I've already acknowledged the bathroom issues, and when they cleaned out all the mold behind the toilet, I moved in the 1st of June, and it took them until August before they cleaned that up. Couldn't understand why I ordered a second air purifier. Duh! They cleaned it out, they didn't encapsulate it, and they left a space of about that much between the wall and the floor. And I got up in the middle of the night and my entire bathroom floor was covered in silverfish and sow bugs. And they had Plunkett come out and spray. And I told the guy flat out, I said, I'm an asthmatic. What are you spraying? Poison. No, I need to know the name of it. We can't tell you that. Really? Honestly? Yeah, you can. They sprayed indiscriminately all over my bathroom floor and along the crack of that wall. And then they pulled everything out of the front entry closet to spray behind the shower. And that spray went everywhere. For 4 hours after that day. Oh, just leave the bathroom fan on and the door closed, you won't have any problems. Which is exactly what I did. For 4 hours, and 4 hours after that, I had 6 asthma attacks. 2 with my inhaler, 2 more with an inhaler and a nubs, and then 2 more nubs. Honest to Pete, I was walking on Pluto from all the albuterol. You have a written notice from my doctor electronically signed with his name, and you're fucking around with me? I don't think so. I'm going to take it and turn it into Homeline. And then I've already called Laura, my care coordinator, and I'm trying to advocate for myself, but apparently that doesn't work around here. The sheet plastic and the tape and my stuff from Walmart should be here tomorrow. The flu tests and COVID tests and food that I ordered, that'll be here tomorrow, and I'm saving all those boxes because I'm going to need them to put all my dishes and my flatware and all my utensils and all the crap from all my cupboards in. Honest to Pete, I can't believe that this woman gets by with this shit. It's very frustrating, and I'm pissed off as hell. I've got a sore throat right now because I spent the weekend having food poisoning from food out of the community refrigerator that should have been trashed several weeks ago. And all the puking that I did, I got something in my eustachian tube in my left ear. And it feels like every time I swallow, I've got a needle being slid up between my ear and my throat. Lots of fun. Not this place. You want 5-star reviews, then act for it, because you don't do that.